gonna be talking about setting goals for the year of 2023 and how to actually stick to them, get them done, actually see those goals and those dreams come into fruition. Let's just get started, because these are things that have actually worked for me and for other people. I know that for me, when it comes to setting my goals, is something that I have to mentally be dedicated to. So I want to give you 6 helpful tips that will help you set your goals, fulfill your goals, and just kind of provide a clear vision of what you truly want to accomplish. First and foremost, you need to be realistic about your goals. Nobody knows you better than you. You know your heart's wants, your heart's desires. You know what would push you, what would motivate you. You need to be realistic when you set your goals. It's important to be realistic, and nobody knows you better than you. Whenever you set a goal, make sure it's something that you can actually stick to and something that fits into the lifestyle that you're living. So say for instance, you're somebody who works full-time and you want to make YouTube a full-time career, something that you want to dedicate your time to. You have to make sure that you have time to actually dedicate time to that, and then a schedule to stick to. So for instance, say for someone who works full-time, a 9-to-5 job, you more than likely, something that would help you, more than likely, pushing out 5 videos a week is going to be a stretch. It's not impossible, but it is definitely a stretch. Eventually you would suffer from being burnt out. So instead of pushing for 5 videos a week as someone who works full-time and YouTube is not their full-time job, shoot for 2 videos and maybe 3 if that, if you can do that. Second, write down your goals. Write down your goals, get a planner, a journal. A lot of people are now using iPads and doing those virtual planners, or the, I'm trying to think of another word for it, virtual, electric, what is it called? Just the planners on their iPad. And for somebody who likes to write things down and take notes of things, that would be something great. So you could devise in an iPad mini or just like a regular iPad. You don't have to have the newest of the newest iPad. As long as it works and it does what it needs to do, then that should be efficient enough for you. And then also you could just get a planner. You could go to Marshall's, TJ Maxx. You could go any of those places, get a planner and write down your weekly goals. So say for instance, this week, if you want to work out 3 times a week, 30 minutes a day, make sure you're mentally write that down. Write down the day that you want to work out. And say if you have, say you're a busy mom and you want to work out, make sure that the days that you decide to work out, instead of waiting till last minute to cook, maybe prep your meals the night before, because you know that the next day you want to set aside 30 minutes and you don't want to spend an extra 30 minutes prepping when you could have done it the night before. And then also making a vision board. Vision boards are so popular right now. Everybody's doing them, and I personally love vision boards. Vision boards really put things right before your eyes. It allows you to see it, and it almost allows you to kind of fantasize and dream about it. And there's nothing wrong with that, because guess what? Your fantasies are somebody's reality, and it doesn't mean that that can be your reality one day. So put together a vision board. Put on this vision board, have things that are aesthetically pleasing to you, things that just really capture you and just really make you happy and excited to look at. But vision boards are so popular. I love them. I love it for the new year. It really allows you to see what you want to accomplish, and then towards the end of the year you can look back and see, hey, have I checked off these things? Whether it's traveling to a different country, whether it's going to the beach if you've never been there, whether it's just waking up in the morning and saying, hey, I'm going to put more effort into the way I dress, the way I look. And you just need to put together something that just works for you, flows for you, and just really resonates with you, who you are. Third, be consistent and stick to a plan. You have to be consistent. When it comes to being consistent, that is the almost surefire way to see growth, to see progress. No consistency, you're never gonna accomplish anything. You have to be consistent, because when you're consistent, you learn things along the way. You may not see the immediate growth, but you learn along the way, or you'll see bits and pieces of growth leading up to where you want to be, and then eventually you look back and see, oh my gosh, I've come such a long way. So whether it's you being a student in college, say you want to be a chef, say you want to create a podcast, if you want to be a TikToker, you want to be a real estate agent, it's being consistent, sticking to the plan, and repeating. Be consistent, stick to the plan. Action equals results. Action always equals results. You always see some sort of growth with action and consistency. You always see some sort of growth with being consistent, taking action. and then the results come. Not immediately, maybe not a year from now, maybe not 2 years from now, but who knows, you could be doing whatever you love for 2 years from now, then on the 3rd year you just boom, and you skyrocket and take off before you can even mentally grasp what's happening. The 5th piece of advice that I'd like to give to you guys is to hold yourself accountable. Nobody knows you better than you, like I've said before. You have to hold yourself accountable. You have to say, you know what, I need to show up for me, even though when I don't feel like it. Like for instance, me, I am not a morning person. I hate waking up in the morning. But I know that for the things that I need to do and the things that I want to accomplish, I'm gonna have to sacrifice a little bit of sleep, or maybe just going to bed a little bit earlier, so I can wake up early and then spend maybe an hour and 30 minutes on whatever it is that I'm passionate about. Because I do work a 9-to-5 job, but there are other things that I'm passionate about. So I need to go to sleep when I say I'm gonna do that. Instead of saying, I don't have time, instead say, I need to make the time. And this is the time that I have, so I need to make the most of this time. And if something happens and I'm not seeing results, it's because more than likely when I look back, my effort wasn't there. My effort was not there. I have to hold myself accountable, show up, practice. I need to practice, show up, and give my all. And then lastly, above anything else, do not compare yourself to anybody else. Your goals are your goals. Your goals will happen when they're meant to happen for you. You cannot compare yourself to anybody else. The only thing that you should be looking at when it comes to what someone else is doing is how hard they're working versus your efforts. That's the only time. And then maybe what are they doing where you can implement it into your life. Their path, like I said, is not your path. You have to know that your plan is your beautifully individually designed plan. And I think that's what makes life so beautiful. It's not like, oh, if I didn't accomplish what she accomplished within this year, that means I'm a failure. No, that is not true, because she could be accomplishing something and you think that that is so amazing, and then meanwhile you're working your hardest and then you're like, I'm not seeing results, getting ready to give up, when, hey, say you just push through and then you're somewhere 10 times more than you'd even imagine yourself being. So it's just like, you just can't compare yourself. I think that comparison, like they say, is the root of all evil. Stop comparing. Stop thinking, oh, I don't have this many followers, or I don't have this many friends, or I don't look a certain way, or I'm not a certain weight. You have to create your beautiful life. You have to create your life that is just specifically designed for you and for you only. And then use what you've learned and share that with everybody else, but do not compare yourself. You cannot compare yourself. Stop comparing if you're comparing. It's something that we do naturally as people, but it's something that you have to really check yourself on and say, you know what, stop. I'm comparing. I don't have this, or I don't have this, so, you know, just avoid it altogether. So anyways, I hope that these tips were really helpful for you to get you started and get you on your way to begin your journey to accomplish your goals in the year of 2023. You want to accomplish your goals. You want to be your best self. You want to grow. You want to be better than the previous year before. And there's nothing wrong with that, because growth is such a beautiful thing, and you learn from it, and you look back and you really just appreciate the little things when you look back and then you almost appreciate the struggle, because you knew how bad you wanted it. You can look back and just see how hard of a worker you are. So set your goals for 2023. Be intentional. Make the most of your time. And don't be too hard on yourself, because life is so short. And the last thing you need to do is be upset because something didn't go your way. Instead, push forward. Focus on your goals and get it done. Take action. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you. Thank you. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe if you're coming back. Thank you. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.